So, like I said earlier, welcome to the International Center. My name is Molly, and I'm a program assistant here at the International Center. Today, I'm joined by Andrea and Danny, who are from the Latinx Student Alliance, or LSA, and they will be leading us today in our cooking class, which is Taste of Latin America. Before we get into the slides that they've prepared, we're just going to give a quick intro about the International Center in case this is anyone's first time here, at least virtually or ever in person. So normally when we are in person, we are a division of the International Studies Office at UVA. And normally in person, we have short-term lodging for international students and scholars, as well as providing a variety of programs such as English classes, cultural and social programs, and cooking classes like the one today. And that's open to anyone in the UVA community or the Charlottesville community as well. Since the pandemic has happened, we haven't been having the lodgings, and we haven't been having any like in-person programs, but we are, like today, having some virtual programs, and I'm so happy that everyone could join us. Almost all of our programs, including the one today, are led by volunteers. So if you or someone you know would like to lead a program, please let us know, because we're always looking for people and we'd love to collaborate with you. I think that's all for the spiel. And so we're going to get into the slides that Andrea and Danny have prepared. I'm going to share my screen for those slides, and then we'll get into their videos separately for the cooking portion of the class. So, let's see. Oh, there's your screen. Okay, share. Has everyone seen the slides okay? Okay, Desi. Okay, Andrea and Danny, if you just want to get started by introducing us to what the dishes are you're going to be making and a little bit of background for it as well.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Andrea, and so today we'll be making Pollo Guisado y Arroz con Habichuelas. So could you go to the next slide? Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Danny, and I'm going to be making the Arroz con Habichuela, and Andrea's going to be making the Pollo Guisado. So, yeah.
So Pollo Guisado is chicken.
Oh, wait, is it the back slide? Sorry.
It's originated in Spain and Puerto Rico, and it's eaten throughout all of Latin America, and it's typically eaten with rice. So here I have some different pictures of like the different styles and variations of Pollo Guisado in like the Dominican Republic and El Salvador and Puerto Rico. Okay, you can go to the next slide.
Sorry. Okay.
No, you're good.
Okay, hello everyone again. So I'll be making arroz con habichuela, and arroz con habichuela is like, it's basically rice and beans. That's really what it is. But the type that I'll be making is specifically from Puerto Rico. But there are like a whole bunch of like different types. Like it's a arroz con habichuela specifically is very big in like Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic or República Dominicana, and like there's a lot of variations throughout Latin America. So like you have Moros y Cristianos in Cuba, Casamiento in El Salvador, and Arroz de Feijão in Brazil. So these are like pictures of like all the different some of the different variations that there are. The one that we'll be making is the one on the left, like the furthest, exactly that one. And arroz con habichuela, like many other Latin American dishes, has both African and indigenous influences. So, yeah.
Okay, and I'll stop sharing. Okay, and so for the class, we're going to get started with Andrea. So Grace, if you could pin her video, I guess like, yeah, her is the main one. Okay.
So here I have 2 pans already. I put some oil in it and they're already preheating. So I'm gonna start with the chicken here. I have it here. I have it with prepared. I've washed it with and then I added salt and pepper.
And I'm assuming that there's a little bit of oil in the pan, it looks like?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
I've already preheated the pan, both of the pans, and I put about 2 spoons of oil in them. So in the other pan, I'm gonna be adding some onions. So I chopped them up already. I have onions, green peppers, and tomatoes. So first, I'm gonna be adding the onions and then waiting a little until they start cooking, and then I'll be adding the green peppers, and then last I'll be adding the tomatoes. And if anyone has any questions, please let me know. And if I need to slow down or something.
Feel free to speak out loud, or we'll also be monitoring the chat, and so we can say it out loud for you if you'd like, just so that Andrea or Danny can hear you. Is anyone here following along with the chicken recipe today?
I did it in advance because I was so hungry. I follow your recipe.
I hope you enjoyed it. So the chicken will be set for like about 3 minutes on each side until it's about golden. And then here, I'm gonna add the peppers now.
Andrea, how often would you say that you normally have this or make this?
Like for me, pretty often. Like I feel like this is a very typical dish that we cook. I'm from El Salvador, so I feel like this is a very traditional dish, and we have it honestly like maybe once a week or once every other week.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
And so will you be eating this with I know you're at home now, right? So will your entire family be having this, or are you keeping this for yourself?
Well, this is kind of a little bit, but I'll have to make some more later for the rest of my family because there's like 6 of us. So this would probably be for like maybe 2 or 3 people.
Okay. Yeah, it's always smart to work in small batches, especially when teaching a class. So Lisa just sent in the chat a hello to your dog in the background.
Oh, yeah, I have 2 dogs. This is one of them. Her name's Punchy. She's a beagle. She's 15. And then outside, she's 1. She's a German Shepherd. I left her outside because if she was inside, she would probably be like all over here. Like she's pretty big, so she could like get on the counter or something.
Looking for some food to maybe fall off the counter.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are some common family dishes that families would have, like Salvadoran dishes, and veggies would usually, let's say, a few common dishes that families would eat day in, day out, kind of.
Yeah, well, El Salvador is usually known for pupusas, which is like, it's like a corn flour with like pork, or like you could put bean inside of it, cheese.
Uh-huh.
It's like, if you know what a tortilla looks like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of similar to that. Like it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
It has like it has pork or any type of meat that you'd like to put in it,
Mm-hmm.
with beans or cheese.
Mm.
And that's something that's like typical in El Salvador. That's something that you can find anywhere, honestly, like out in the street or anywhere that you want to eat.
And so, like, in terms of meat, would it be more beef or pork or chicken and or fish?
Usually it's just pork,
Mm.
but you can substitute it if you can't like eat pork, or you want to substitute it with something else. You can make it with chicken.
Mm. So pork is more common then, right?
Yes, pork is the most common. Okay, so I also took it off the stove now, and I'm gonna let it cool down for like a couple, like 2-3 minutes, and then I'm gonna add this into the blender with a cup of water and salt and pepper and oregano. And then I'm gonna keep letting the chicken cook, and once this is almost done, I'm gonna put it into this pan right here, and I'm gonna add the ingredients from the blender into the pot.
So Jay, in the chat, I see that you're following along. How's it going for you?
Okay, so I'm gonna start adding the pepper, tomato, and onion into the blender. Okay, so here I have a cup of water. And I'm gonna add some salt. Then I have pepper. Add some pepper. Add some oregano. I'm also going to be adding some cilantro. Okay, so now that the chicken's like a golden color, we're gonna move it off the stove. And I'm gonna mute myself for a second so I can put the blender on so it doesn't have to be like really loud.
I low-key want to hear it. This is a really good dish. Y'all should definitely try to make it or get it. It's really good. Also, Andrea is making this chicken and I'm making the arroz con habichuela, right? We kind of decided it separately. Like we didn't like know who was making what, right? Or like what we were making. But it turns out like chicken, arroz, and habichuelas is actually like a traditional dish in DR called bandera dominicana, which literally means like Dominican flag. So it's like a big thing. And it was just kind of like a coincidence.
Okay, so now that the chicken's cooked and I'm gonna transfer it into this pan. It's on like low heat. I'm gonna be adding in the sauce.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay, so now I'm gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes, and I already have the potato and the carrots chopped up. And the potato, I cut it earlier and I set it in some water with salt so it like prevents it from like turning brown a little. And so after that, we're just gonna add the potatoes and the carrots, and then we're gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes and let it cook. And then once you grab a fork, like once you like put it into the potato and like it starts to feel soft, that's when you know it should be done.
So for anyone who has been following along or the one participant who made it ahead of time, how is it going for you guys? How is the cooking process thus far?
Because everyone's busy cooking.
Yeah, I wish I could have followed along. If I weren't working, I would have been following along for sure.
Andrea, how did you learn how to cook?
Through my mom.
Is this your mom's recipe or what is it?
Yeah. That's just how I make it. Like, it's like, we're from El Salvador, but like, it's not like how everyone, makes it. Like, everyone makes it differently. But like, this is just how we make it at home. Does anyone have any questions?
Can I have question?
Yeah.
So you touching the pot, what is inside? Like chicken? Yes.
Yes. So the chicken, I moved it from this pot and I put it into this one with the sauce that I blended.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
And so is the sauce, is it starting to simmer? I think I can tell, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, so it's starting to like bubble up a little bit. I can like try like go on my phone and show up a closer look.
So Grace, Andrea has just joined with her phone. Do you think you could switch the video to that in just a second?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So here,
We can do dual now?
Yeah,
Oh, that looks
yeah, I think
so
they
good.
updated. That does look really, really yummy.
I know it's not ready yet, but like, it's making me hungry.
Me too.
so here's, I have the chicken and the sauce, and now I'm gonna be adding, so I have the potatoes chopped up over here and the carrots over here. So I'll just be adding that into the pan. Okay. I'll just set my phone down.
Quick question.
Yeah,
The carrots and the potatoes, they're still raw. They're not cooked yet, right?
yeah, they're still raw. They'll be cooking in here with
Okay,
the chicken.
thank you.
No problem. So I'm going to be adding about this much potatoes into the pan. And I'm going to be adding about half of the carrots from here. So I'm just making sure that everything is mixed in and that all of them are in the sauce so they can all cook.
And are you only going to be using half the carrots that you chopped, or are you going to be adding the other half later?
No, I'm just going to be using half of the carrots.
Okay.
And now I'm going to be putting this on top and letting it simmer in the heat. And I'm going to let it sit for about 15 minutes. And then after I'll be using a fork to check through the potato and the carrots to make sure that they're soft. And that's when you know it should be done. So, Danny, do you want to start?
Sure. Okay, so let me get. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Okay, wait. So we're going to need to turn off the. Yeah, so we need to. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, geez. So I think you were previously using sound from your laptop. Why don't we just use the sound from your laptop?
Okay. Hey everyone. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna use my laptop then. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that works.
And then just like show it, I guess. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here are all the ingredients that you would need. So you would need the rice, the oregano, the cumin, salt, garlic powder, sazon, the habichuelas rosas, and the tomato sauce, and also the onions. Yeah, the onions. Then the peri sauce. Okay, so like this is not something that like people usually do. I just like putting peri sauce in it because I think It gives it like flavor and it's better like that. And also salami, so Dominican salami. So I like using Dominican salami too. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, so I like using Dominican salami. And I'll show you how to like, incorporate it in a minute. But this salami is not like, like the Italian salami that you find in stores, in a lot of like stores, it's like this type of salami. This is the type of salami you would use. Y'all see that?
Yeah, where did you end up finding that? Because I know you were saying that you had a
Yeah.
difficult time.
Yeah, so I ended up finding it in Amigo's grocery store.
Where
It
is
was
that
the
located?
only. Okay, so like actually I had a friend go get it for me, and yeah, so I don't really know where it is.
Okay, but you said it was Amigos?
Yeah, it was called Amigo's grocery store.
Okay.
Also, I think there are a couple places in town. One I've been inside, I believe they're Mexican, is just north of the Barracks Road Shopping Center, right next to the Asian grocery store. And then I believe there's actually a Salvadoran grocery store further up 29 North. And then there is another place, I'm not sure if it's still there. I went there a couple years ago. It's near downtown, near the Civil Cafe. It's actually, I believe, Salvadoran restaurant as well. So
Yeah, so I think I went to some of those you were talking about, and I couldn't really find it. But yeah, I don't know. Like some of them just don't have it. But this Amigos grocery store is really the only one where I could find the Dominican salami.
and can you please highlight, show us what the sazon is?
Oh, the sazon?
Sazon, whatever that
Yeah,
is.
okay, so it's this right here.
Oh, yeah.
It comes in these packages.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
powder or spice or what?
it's like I don't know what like I just call it sazon. I don't really I think it's like spice, I
Oh,
guess. Yeah, I mean
okay.
like it's seasoning. That's what
Oh,
I know
okay.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Is there an ingredient list maybe? Like I know on the box usually it like if it is a spice mix, it'll tell you like what is in it.
Yeah, I can check right now.
Awesome, thank you.
So I just looked it up and it looks like it's just a specific type of seasoning salt.
See, okay.
Yeah, so like
Sazon.
kind of like oh, I'm blanking.
Like
Yeah,
mixed seasoning?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, so it says garlic, salt, cumin. Yeah, so it's basically a lot of the stuff that we're adding to it too. But
Okay, thank you.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, so the first thing you're gonna do is that, wait, I cannot find, okay, almost forgot the sofrito. So this is sofrito. This is something else you're gonna need when you're cooking arroz con habichuela. So the first thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna add, okay, also remember to always wash your rice, right? So like I washed my rice before the session, just for time's sake. So the first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put some tomato sauce in my pot where I'll be making the arroz con habichuela. So I'm gonna be putting in about half of the can. Or maybe less. So about this much. Then I'll be putting my sofrito in. So you're gonna put 2 spoons of sofrito. Then I'm gonna add my onions. So you're gonna wanna make about this much onions. And you can use red onions or you can use like the white ones. It doesn't really matter. I like using the red ones. I'm just biased towards red onions though. Like I really like red onions. Um, then you're gonna start adding your spices. So you're gonna add 2 bags of sazon. Does anyone have any questions so far?
I have question.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of taste sofrito? I didn't buy. I forgot. But
Oh, what kind of what was it?
sofrito. Sofrito.
Oh, sofrito. Sofrito. Okay, so sofrito is it's this. So you can buy there's a green one and there's a this one. So like I'm using this one because it's the one that I found in the grocery store. Like I couldn't find the other type. But it's basically green peppers, onions, culantro, and garlic and olive oil. And
Okay.
it's used for it's mostly used for rice and beans. So this is what it is.
It's not spicy, right?
It's not spicy. It's not like hot, you know. It's just like seasoning that you put in. This right here, this peri peri sauce is really spicy. So that's why it's optional. So if you don't like spicy, then don't get this.
Okay. Thank you.
Unless you buy the because I know that there's different levels of spiciness. So I like the medium one because the hot one is way too hot for me. But I think there's one that's like a little less hot where it's just like you can feel a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Then you're gonna add the garlic powder. So you don't need that much. Maybe like half a spoon, and then like half a spoon of cumin, which is this. Um, you're gonna add oregano. You guys know what oregano is, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you're gonna add like 1 spoon of oregano, or maybe like yeah, so like maybe like half a spoon. So like this. Um, you're gonna add as much salt as you want to. So it doesn't really matter how much salt you put in. It's like to your taste. And then you're gonna mix, you know, like you're just gonna mix them together a little. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Can y'all see?
Mostly, yeah, I think so.
Okay. If you guys don't see something, just tell me so I can move the camera or just do this. After that, once all the spices are in here, you're gonna put the beans in. So you're gonna put the habichuelas in. I'm gonna use a whole can of habichuelas. Where you see this liquid, I don't like using that. So I'm gonna take that away first before I put the habichuelas in the pot. The liquid that comes in the can. And then I'm gonna put the habichuelas in here. So once you put the habichuelas in here, you're gonna wanna add water into it. So using this thing, add 3 cups of water with this same thing that the habichuelas came in. So like this. Now, once you put the habichuelas in here,
Mhm. Can you please show a close-up of the can, the brand, and the kind of bean? Because I vaguely recall the recipe says pink beans. I don't know what pink bean is. Is it
yeah,
pinto beans or kidney beans or what?
It's-
If you show it close up,
it's pink beans. So it's this.
it says pink beans. Okay.
Yeah, you
It's
can really
brilliant.
make it. You can make it with anything that says habichuelas in it, or like you
Okay.
can even use frijoles too. Well, which are
Frijoles,
basically
okay.
we call them habichuelas, but like they're like black beans.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it's basically you can use any beans basically, but I
Okay.
prefer using this one. This is the one that they use normally. Yeah,
Okay.
the pink beans. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I added the word pink beans into it because I had to look up what they were. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Never
Yeah.
had that. So, thank you.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just know them in Spanish.
I guess you have to. I guess you have to look for the Goya brand to get pink beans, right?
Yeah, I have. Well, yeah, I have to like say pink beans, but there was one time where I was just struggling. Like I was like, I don't know what they're called. I remember one time I asked them where the habichuelas were. I forgot they were called. Like, like there's beans, right? Like habichuelas are beans, but like there's specific types of beans, you know. But I didn't know what the specific type of beans I wanted, and then like what they were called in English.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So then you're just gonna heat this up for like about 20 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes. Whenever the habichuela, whenever it starts boiling, right? The water starts boiling, then you're gonna add the rice into it, and then you're gonna stir it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, Oh, and you're gonna put the heat to medium or like medium high. I'm gonna put it at medium high. But yeah. Does anyone have any questions?
So
About
in terms
anything?
of making this, how often would you say you eat this or make it?
If I have like enough to make like, if I have like the ingredients to make it, I'll make it like at least once a week. I just,
Okay.
yeah, it's something that I eat a lot. How many ounces was a bag of? Okay. So it was this much. So this is the jasmine rice that I make, right? That I make, not that I make, but that I buy. So I'm pouring like this much, so it's like 3/4 of the jasmine bag. But you know, you can use as much as you want. But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I'm so sorry about like you know like it's just like I don't know like I make as much as I want to, and I kind of just know how much to put in, but I don't really have like a you know like 3/4 of a cup type of thing for how much rice to put in. Besides what I put in the recipe, what I put in the recipe is kind of like when I ran like a trial to figure out how much I would put in normally. So then that's what I put in the recipe, if that makes sense.
So you used about 3/4 a bag of rice, you would say, or
What was the weight on the? Does it tell you the weight here?
yeah, it should somewhere. I think it's I think.
Oh yeah, it says 32 ounces or 2 pounds. So 32 ounces or 2 pounds.
And you said you only used 3/4 of the bag approximately.
Yeah, about 3/4. Yeah, if you look at it, it's like it's almost 3/4 of the bag that was used.
Okay, so then you used about a pound and a half of rice then.
Yeah, I would say about 1.5 pounds of rice. That sounds good. Yeah, and then 3 cups of water for the beans.
Andrea, how's it going on your end?
Okay, so I was just checking to see if the potatoes and the carrots are done. And if you go through the potato, it goes in easily. So that means that the potatoes are done. So now I'm gonna take it off the heat and it should be done and ready to serve.
Oh, Yukari, is that your name or is it Audrey? I can see that you're making it.
Yeah, I think I'm going. Yeah, it's getting good.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous of everyone who's actually making the food.
it's really nice smell here.
Is anyone making the arroz?
Yeah, I'm making.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad.
Had anyone had any of these dishes before the class? Other than, of course, Andrea and Danny.
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, so that's fun, a new dish.
You can say.
Yeah, if you've tried arroz con habichuela before, know that this is like my kind of like own type, because like Andrea said about hers, like there's different types of arroz con habichuela, right? And like even like in one country, there's like a million different ways of doing it. In mine, it's like something like I don't think people normally put like peri sauce, for example. Like that's something that I do just because I like peri sauce and I like putting it to the arroz con habichuela. But that's not something that's like normally done. But if you like it right now, then hey.
And what about the salami? Is that is it traditional or no?
Well, it's sort like Dominicans use it a lot. Puerto Ricans don't use it as much, and like especially with arroz con habichuela, it's not like a thing. But I just like it with it. I really like salami with everything, but it just adds like a taste to the actual arroz. So I would recommend doing it with salami.
Okay.
Even
And
though it's
do
not
you just
like,
is there a point at which you're gonna cook the salami, or is it like ready to be eaten as is?
yeah, okay, so I will fry the salami. Actually, maybe
Okay.
I should do that now.
Okay.
Yeah, because what I do is, okay, so basically you make the arroz con habichuela, right? You put the arroz con habichuela on the side, and then you put salami on the side. But you can also do what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna actually, give some food to people, right? That I know that want some. So in order for everyone to get salami, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut the salami into pieces after I fry it, and then put it in the arroz con habichuela and just mix it in with it. But you can really do anything with it. I usually eat it as like the side, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But like,
Okay, so I plated it a little bit so I can like show it on my phone. So like a close up with my phone so you know what it's like kind of looks like up close.
Oh, that looks good.
One thing about salami is that like it already has a lot of like fat, right? So like it's not like you don't need that much oil to cook it. Does that make sense? Because if you put too much oil in there with the salami, it's gonna burn. So you want to put a little bit of oil, very little, when you fry it. And one thing I do is, you see how this one has like a little cut, like right here?
Mm-hmm.
I just like doing that because it cooks easier, and also like it looks cool. I don't know if it actually does cook easier. That's what I heard.
Awesome. So Danny, is this arroz con habichuela usually its own dish, or do you eat it with something else?
Yeah, so like it has like, since it's very nutritious, right? Like it has and it's like a lot. Like a lot of people just eat it by itself, like during breakfast or something, or lunch. But like sometimes people eat it with different stuff. Like some people eat arroz con habichuela with pollo guisado. Like that's really normal. So yeah, it really depends. Like you can do either or, I guess, that if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome.
Yeah. But like it's not like like when you make white rice, like you wouldn't just eat white rice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like no, arroz con habichuela can just be arroz con habichuela.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. You did mention adding a lot to it with the beans and the salami, so yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Danny, can you tell us some like common family dishes that Puerto Ricans would eat day in, day out kind of thing? Like what kind of dishes and what kind of meat?
Well, they have a lot of different types of dishes, but one of the most popular ones is something called mofongo. So mofongo is it's a type of mofongo is like, okay, let me explain what mofongo is. This is gonna be hard because there's nothing like it, like in. Okay, so basically, you have this little thing called a pilon, right? That's like a little thing like this, like it's like a bowl, right? And then you have like this other thing that you smash plantains with. So you fry plantains, you smash them in the little pilon thing, and then you put meat inside it. You can put meat inside of it. You can put chicken inside of it. You can put octopus inside of it, shrimp inside of it, literally anything.
Wait,
and it's
how
the
did you
best thing
spell
in the
it?
world.
What is the thing that you smack? Is it fruit or veggie or what?
It's plátano. So plátano is plantains.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so you smash plantains in there after you fry them. So you fry the plantains first, and then you smash them, and then yeah, and then you basically make the plantains almost like the outside of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have to be green plantains, not the because the ones that are yellow, those are sweet. So you don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to do that because then it will taste ugly. Let me see if I can share like just like a quick picture of what mofongo looks like.
Oh, I have a Google search up. It's
okay, awesome.
Mofongo.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, here, let me share my screen. 1 second.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. In Puerto Rico, they also have arepas, which is actually it's common everywhere. Yeah, so arepas are common everywhere, but they're different everywhere too. So like the arepas in Puerto Rico are different from the ones in Colombia. The ones in Colombia are different from the ones in Venezuela.
Wow.
They usually make those in Puerto Rico. They usually make them with shrimp, crab, or octopus. Yeah, so that's mofongo. There's different types of mofongo, but the best one is the shrimp one.
So it's not cooked. It's just as is, like raw.
What?
The mofongo, that plantain.
No, okay. Everything is cooked. The plantain.
Oh, okay. So you cook that too.
So the plantain you have to fry it. first before you crush it. There's a really common Dominican dish called mango that is kind of similar, just that you only crush the plantains. You make them into like this type of mashed plantain type of thing, and then you add red onions on top that are sauteed, I think is what it's called. And then you usually also put salami in there, queso frito, which is fried cheese in there, and eggs as well. Yeah.
It says, look.
So it's kind of like, so the main staple, would you say rice, beans, and then
Plantains.
that
Or anything plantain.
mofongo, however you, I'm
Mofongo,
sorry,
yes.
my pronunciation is,
So you're good.
yeah. So it's kind of
mofongo.
like rice, beans, and the plantain as main mofongo, as main staple. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so in Puerto Rico, probably the main dishes are rice and beans, mofongo. Yeah, those are probably the big ones. I mean, there's also, you know, a lot more that I could talk about, but I think that those two really represent like Puerto Rico well.
And so I just saw you moved the salami into
Thank
the
you.
rice and beans, or the other pot.
Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. I just have it here.
Oh, okay, okay. For some
Yeah.
reason I thought I saw you put it into the pot, and I was like, interesting.
Oh, not right now. Yeah, not right now. Don't do that. You want to do that after the rice and beans is cooked. Right now, it's still boiling, right? So you don't want to put it in right now. You want to wait for it to boil. To put the rice in, and it's taking forever. Why is this taking? Oh, I know why this is taking forever. I should use this one because this one's bigger.
It's
I was using the small thing. You want to use the big one so it'll cook faster. Does that make sense? Because the surface area of this is bigger than that. So then this one's going to produce more heat for the bowl. And I accidentally put it in the small one because I'm dumb. Yes, mango is really good. It's a Dominican dish.
Do they sell them here anywhere? Mofongo?
I don't think they do sell it. You would have to make it. But mango is really, really easy to make. So you need green plantains, right? You need red onions. You need cheese. There's a specific type of cheese that you fry. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called queso de freír. And then you also have, you don't, usually typically it's like, it has that cheese. You need salami too, and eggs. But basically what you do is that you get, you boil plantains, right? You boil green plantains that are sliced up. And then once you boil the plantains, you smash the plantains. And then you add a little bit of, you know, butter and salt to the plantains while you smash them. And then you smash it and you keep on smashing them until they turn into basically mashed plantains. And then after that, you add onions on top of it, red onions on top of it. And you fry some salami, put it on the side, fry some cheese, put it on the side. And, you know, you make an egg, just like, you know, like fried egg, sunny side up, sunny side up. Yeah, and then you put it in the side. Molly, do you mind showing them a picture of mango as well?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I just had to go stand up for a second. Okay.
So mango is a Dominican dish.
Okay, 1 second. Let me share my screen.
Dominican food is really, really good. I think it's the best food. I think Dominican food is the best in Latin America, personally.
Okay. Oh, and so this is like the salami?
Yes, that is a salami. That you see that big thing that looks like, it looks like bread or something on the side? That
This one or
right,
this one?
yeah, that's the cheese. That's the cheese that you fry. Yeah. And then the thing in the middle is a mango, and it has red onions that they put them in vinegar and then they fry them, and they make this like vinegar slash red onion type of thing that they put on top of it, and it gives it flavor. It's really good. And then the egg is on the side as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's an egg. Okay.
Yum, yum.
Yeah, it's really, really good. They usually eat this for breakfast.
Yeah, I can see the coffee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, you could show Andrea was talking about earlier. Those you can find anywhere here.
What is it?
Pupusas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot, especially here in Virginia, there's a lot of pupuseria, which is where they make the pupusas. And they're really, really good. So you guys could definitely go try those out. Like, I'm not sure if there's any in Charlottesville. Andrea, do you know if there's any pupuserias in Charlottesville?
Yeah, you know where like I think Ming Dynasty, you know, next to it's a place called El Amanecer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell pupusas in there. Like if you go to the back, like you know in the front, it's like a little like a
You're
store.
talking about the restaurant part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, if you guys go there, you guys should try them because they're really, really good.
Yeah, these are what I was talking about earlier, like the ones that kind of look like a tortilla, but it's like stuffed with like either pork or cheese, beans, whatever.
Mhm.
And there's, like I mentioned earlier, there is a Salvadoran restaurant with this, near Civil Cafe in that plaza area, south of town, near downtown.
In Charlottesville?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, unfortunately, like this, I don't think there's a lot here in Charlottesville. I don't know about anything in Charlottesville that they have arroz con habichuela or mango. I could be really wrong though. I just don't know. I mean, I don't really have a car, so I don't really get to go places.
Here,
outside of-
that's, I believe that's the place, Li Lane, the Mi Canton Restaurant, Salvadoran, right there.
Yeah. So these
Yeah,
are
I've heard
three
really
places.
good things. Do you know about Mi Casita, Andrea? There's also a place called Mi Casita, which I've heard really good things about. And I think I ordered Habichuelas from there once.
I don't think I've ever been there though.
Oh, wait, no, this is in Georgia.
Oh, yeah, not Boricua. It's I think it's I'm not exactly sure, but I think they sell Mexican food and Salvadoran food.
Oh, wait, no, this is not the one you're talking about.
The Mi Canton is a Salvadoran restaurant. I've been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's exactly that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that was on the list of places. So I just looked up pupuserias specifically a second ago. So these three places look like they might serve it. And so Mi Canton
Oh, looks
is,
like that. That's the picture right there. The pupusa right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like it to me based on what little knowledge I have of pupusas. I've had them only once before.
My mouth is watering talking about food.
Mine too, mine too. Danny and Andrea, do you guys have a, I don't know, favorite Hispanic food place here in Charlottesville? Like, which one's the best? Which one should I go to?
I mean, I haven't really gone to many around Charlottesville, but I would recommend El Amanecer. Like, I like when you first go into the store, they have like a lot of they sell like a lot of fruits and stuff, like mangoes or like this like guavas and stuff like that, like have it prepared and stuff where you can add like hot sauce or like this thing called aguaste, which is like this green powder thing. And then like once you go into the like more, there's like the store area, and then in the back it's like the restaurant area. I think it's really like I like it. I think it's really good.
I've never been to a Hispanic restaurant or like Latinx restaurant here in Charlottesville. So I would say, I don't know, me. No, I'm joking. I'm the best Hispanic food in Charlottesville. No.
What other dishes do you know how to make?
I know how to make, I just know how to make arroz con habichuela, mango, and I kind of know how to make hummus. I know how to make hummus, but I don't have the stuff here, you know.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
And I tried to make mofongo once, and I absolutely failed, and I broke the pilon while I was trying to make it. It was bad. I mean, like I ended up making it, but it wasn't good. It was so bad. And let me think what else I can make. I feel like those are just the two main things that I like making. I don't really know how to make stuff with meat, you know, besides like salami. Like I don't know how to make chicken or like anything with steak like Andrea does.
Yeah, yeah. Andrea, what about you? Like, are there any other dishes that you really enjoy making?
I also like making. It's this thing called ceviche, which is like fish
It's so
or
good.
and something with like tomatoes, onions. You put cilantro and like lime, and you like set it like with lime overnight, and it tastes really good.
Guys, so you see how it's boiling now? Like y'all can see a cloud forming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that it's like that, that's when I'll add the rice.
Oh, Andrea,
Yeah,
what's the name of the restaurant you mentioned earlier? I didn't catch it. I'm sorry.
El Amanecer. It's
In Charlottesville?
yeah. I can type it out. It's
Yes,
next to like
please.
this. It's next to Ming Dynasty. I don't know if you know where that is.
Oh, I've been there. I've eaten there. Gotcha. It's a grocery store in the front, and then you go to the back to the kitchen
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
The Cocina. Okay. Cocina.
What does amanecer? Does amanecer mean does it mean morning?
Yeah, like sunrise or something.
Sunrise? Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know, I might just add the whole bag of the sesame rice because I feel like there's a little, like I can use a little more. Maybe not the whole, maybe not the whole rice, but a little more.
Oh, and just a time check, we're at 10 past 5, so approximately 20 minutes. If you run over, that's a-okay. Oh my goodness, Yukari, that looks so good.
Wait, what did you say?
Just we're at it's 5:10 right now. Just giving you a time check. Oh, that looks so.
Yeah, hopefully it'll, I don't know if it'll be done by then, but actually it might be,
Okay.
but it might not.
So basically, you just wait till the rice and it's done, and that's it. And you mix it together, and that's ready,
Yeah,
correct?
that's it. So after
Okay.
you do that, so after you wait for the rice to be done, right? When
Okay.
the rice is done, what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of peri peri sauce, right? So I'll add like as much as this thing. You see this thing?
A
For
cupful?
this,
Is it spicy?
it is spicy. So if you don't
Okay.
like spicy, then you might not want to put this type. There's types that are less spicy, but this one's really spicy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And then I'll either have this on the side, but since I'm making it for other people, I'm gonna cut it into pieces and then just mix it in with the rest of the rice. I hope these people come because
Oh,
I
it
don't
looks
know how
so
many.
good. Yum, yum. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you for being
That's
here.
so good. Yeah.
Really good. Yummy.
I hope you enjoy it.
And then
Danny,
do you serve it over rice, Andrea?
Usually it's like on the side of like rice or something, but yeah, we usually eat it with rice.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Andrea and Danny, I don't know if you noticed, but Yukari, I think she made both of those dishes, and it looks so nice. It's plated so nice in her video.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yum.
Happy with the.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I mean, taste really good too. Also.
Ooh.
That's great. Wait, are you guys doing the you said someone was doing both of them?
Yes.
Awesome. Is any yeah, okay. So how many people are actually doing the arroz con habichuela? My friend is so confused. Okay, so I told him to come because he asked me if he told me he wanted arroz con habichuelas. He was asking me if it was at Brandon's place. And I'm really confused. Like I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, so in the chat, it looks like they did both, but they lost track a bit during the rice, so they improvised. But they say it's really good.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad people are following along.
What time is it?
It is just about 5:15.
Okay, cool.
How is it looking so far?
It's looking good. I just don't know if it's gonna be done in 15 minutes, but
Well, just in case, what are the steps?
after it's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so after it's done, like I said, it's optional, but you can put a little bit of peri sauce in there, and then you can cut up the salami and put it in there.
Okay. And so are you looking for it so that it's like most of the liquid has like pretty much all the liquid has been absorbed or steamed out?
So most of the liquid should be absorbed or evaporated,
Mm-hmm.
but there should be a little juice
Okay.
like this
So
much.
not dry.
Yeah, no, not dry. Like this much. You see that?
Mm.
I mean, I don't think they'll do, but like that much.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
it
that's
looks like, so Lisa just said, to both of today's cooks, thank you for introducing me to these dishes. I look forward to trying each of them. You've both done a nice job of sharing your enthusiasm for home cooking.
Thank you.
And Danny,
Thank you for joining.
Danny, your dish normally is it eaten by itself or is it served? What else is served with it together?
So it can be by itself. Like I think mostly, maybe like 60% of the time, it's cooked by itself.
Mm-hmm.
but it can also be cooked with a lot of different stuff. Like, you know what Andrea is making right now?
Mm-hmm.
They sometimes cook it with that too,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
with that chicken. So it kind of like, yeah, it can go with anything.
Okay.
Or
In
you can
terms,
just cook it and have salami on the side
okay.
too. Yeah.
In terms of veggies, what is usually served? What kind of veggies is usually served with that, if there is any veggie?
So usually the veggies are actually in the arroz con habichuela. Sometimes what I've seen people do is that they'll have calabaza, which is like, how do you say that in English?
Cassava?
Not cassava,
No?
calabaza. It's like
Like
it's a pumpkin. They'll actually
Pumpkin.
put some
Oh,
pumpkin in there.
okay.
Sometimes I don't know how that tastes. There's also other like vegetables that they use that are like specific to like the Caribbean, but I don't know what they're called. And
Are they
potatoes
usually
sometimes.
squash or what? Or green veggies? Squash
Yeah,
or
they're
what?
like
like zucchini?
it's not like zucchini. But they I mean they sometimes put potatoes in there. They sometimes put like um pumpkin. There's something else that I forgot what it's called. I'm trying to look for it right now. It's like
Is it like another type of gourd?
I don't know what it's called. They also sometimes put bell peppers in it too, but
Mhm.
I don't know about I mean you can serve it with salad, I guess.
Mm. Do they?
Hmm?
Do they do that back in Puerto Rico?
Um yeah, I mean they make it like this usually and then just eat the arroz con habichuela or they'll put stuff with it. Um sometimes they'll put salad with it too.
Mm. Thank you. Okay.
It's almost done.
How's it looking on your end?
On mine,
Sorry, I should have addressed you specifically.
it's like this right now.
Oh, okay.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah, there's just a lot of steam. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. So like most of the water has evaporated by this point or been absorbed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's also okay, so like a lot of like people also eat something called pegao, which is like when you make rice and then stuff some of it sticks together and it sticks to the pot. So they actually eat that separately. Like it's like a thing where you try to make that happen because I know like I think like like a lot of Americans like they don't want that to happen with the rice, right? But like if you have that happen, that's like a blessing because you can make pegao out of it, which basically is just like
Crust.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they call it crisp rice, I think in English.
Yeah, I've literally never heard of that.
Yeah, actually it's a delicacy. Like when you eat
Mhm.
paella, they have that in the bottom. They like that too.
Mm. Yeah, but like I usually like that when it's white rice. When it's white rice. They also call it concon. So like there's like a huge it's either pegao or concon depending on where
Mm-hmm.
it's cooked. But it's like this. Wait, let me share my screen because I already have it up, and then I'll unshare it. Do y'all see that? It's this. This is concon or pegao. Like when you have it's when it
Mm-hmm.
sticks together and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Did it on it's not sharing anymore, right? Or is it still sharing?
No, it's not sharing anymore.
Okay.
We're seeing you and Andrea.
Okay, cool. let me see if it's ready.
Okay, doke, sounds
Try
good.
some too to see if it's soft, you know, like how rice is supposed to be. To see if it's ready. So yeah, it's ready. Now, also Andrea, are you done with yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you show them how it looks like when it's done?
Yeah, I showed a video earlier. I can go to my phone again and like show when you're ready.
Mhm. But this is okay. This is what arroz con habichuela looks like when it's done.
It's good.
You know,
Yum,
That
yum.
looks really good.
Yum, yum.
yeah, it is. Okay, now it's the final part. Now what I'm gonna do is what I do. My secret ingredient, the peri peri sauce. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. And then I'm gonna do that so it's like spread out, if that makes sense.
That looks really nice, Andrea. Oh my gosh. That
Thanks.
plating.
Andrea, do you think you could take a picture
Yeah, I
of it
really
and
wish
send
I
it to me?
had chicken
Yeah,
target like that. It's so good. And if y'all are making both of these, y'all are eating tonight. Like that is so good.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you added the peri peri sauce to the entire pot, not just drizzled over top of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I know like the people that I'm gonna be making it for, like they like spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, so like besides like like I do too, but also the people who are gonna eat it. So yeah, you can either do it like that, or if you know that there's people who are not gonna like that, then you can just put it on your own, and then have other people, put it if like they want to put it, because it is spicy. That's the thing. So I'm gonna cut the salami into like really small pieces, like not like extremely small, like the onions, but like probably like this. So like this is probably good. Now I'm just gonna put it in there. Well, I mean, yeah, y'all get the point, right? So you just like cut them into pieces and then put them in.
Looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, y'all want to see now how it looks like with it inside of it.
Yum, yum.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Wow, that's nice. I'm so hungry now.
Both dishes look just yummy.
Yes. I'm so happy you guys were able to come.
Thank you so much.
When you make a dish of it, could you send me an email with a photograph of it?
Oh yeah, what I cooked right now.
Yeah, whenever you make a plate of it.
Yeah, I sent you a picture of mine already.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna check my email just now.
Yeah.
Yes, I see.
Okay.
Oh, that looks so good. Okay, now I'm really getting hungry, like looking at everyone's food.
Well, they have to come back when we can get together again at IC for real.
Yeah,
Instead of
hopefully we'll be
virtual.
in person
Yeah.
at some point. That's probably the biggest downside of having it virtual is like more people can join, but you can't get to try any of the food unless you make it yourself alone.
But it's still good to learn how they and watch how they cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And because I learn better when I watch them cook rather than following recipe.
Yeah. It's kind of like an interactive cooking show now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or just eat a little piece of salami.
Wait, so is the salami entirely raw when you get it, or could you eat it without cooking it first?
You can eat it without cooking it. It's not raw.
Okay, that's
it's
what
just
I was
like,
wondering about, yeah.
I mean, I ate it raw, or like not raw, but like like how it comes in. Like I just think, like if I'm too lazy to cook it, like I'll just get some, cut it up, not even fry them and eat it. And I'm not bad, so you can do. It says cooked on the thing. See, it says cooked salami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like pretty sure you won't die if you do that.
Okay, so it's 5:30 now. Just wanted to get a time check with you. Do you think you need a little more time? Thank you so much for coming, Maria.
Yeah, thank you. No, I think we're done. I mean, I'm just gonna take the picture of the food.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're done with the cooking class. Like this is all there is to it. This is what a plate looks like with it.
Okay. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Your friends are going to be really happy, Danny.
Yes.
Make their day.
If they come, because some of them already told me that they can't.
Thank you so much to both of you, and to Molly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
Yeah,
if you
thank
have
you
any
to
questions,
everyone.
now's the time to ask any questions you have left. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, thank you.